Hey everyone, this is a video to guide you along in using the compose aspect of smart music. Um, Remember a couple of things. This video is a companion video to go along with the document that's in the same slide that you see this video in. And it's also just a video for you to reference. We are going to be going over all this stuff in the Google Meet that we have on Monday if you're choosing the composition route. So follow along in this video, use it as a reference, and then ask questions. It can be a little confusing, but I think I've included everything that you need to know. So good luck. Reach out if you need any help. Okay, thanks. All right, everyone. I am going to make a screencast for you to follow along, and you're going to use it in the composition aspect of this week's assignment, if that's the path that you are choosing. So the first thing you need to do is go to compose.smartmusic.com. I'm actually going to get out of this. I'm going to go back into that. So compose.smartmusic.com. And I recommend pushing quick conversion. That'll just kind of set you up with a very basic thing to work from. Okay, it's kind of a blank slate. Now the next thing you should do is you should go to score and you should change the key signature if you have to. This video is a companion video to the document that is called Guide for Chord Progressions. It's in this same slide that you're in right now. So make sure you are looking at that guide for chord progressions, maybe before you watch this video, and then maybe again after. It looks like this. Okay, and that's on that slide. All right, so we're going to do this in the key of concert B flat, but remember that some instruments are transposing instruments. So like if you're, for instance, a clarinet or a trumpet player, you'd be writing in the key of C major. That's concert B flat. Okay, so we're changing the key signature for this document. You push these three flat symbols. Okay, you click that, then you click a bar here, and you can change it here. I'm going to go to B flat major, and I will apply that. If you are a low brass person or just somebody who reads bass clef, the way you change that is you just click on the clef itself, and then you can change it. And then you push apply. I'm not going to apply that though. I'm going to stay in treble clef, and we are in the key of B flat. This is like if you're a flute or an oboe player, you'd be reading it just like this, or maybe a percussion mallet person. Okay, now the next thing I would like to do is I'm going to click the text button up here, and I'm going to click this, and this allows you to input text in the document. The reason I'm doing this is because you should write out your chord progression before you put the baseline notes in. And that'll just kind of help guide you along as you work through all this. Okay, so I will click 1. I'm just going to do a short 4-bar chord progression. It's going to start and end on tonic major pattern, tonic chord. So that is Roman numeral 1. I'll go to the second measure. I'm going to go to a predominant Roman numeral 4. Here's a dominant Roman numeral 5, 7, and then back to tonic Roman numeral 1. If you are confused by these chords or these Roman numerals, please remember that information is in this document here. Okay, and it tells you what notes are in each chord. It tells you their Roman numerals up here, and it tells you what the baseline note should be for each chord. Okay, so definitely be referencing that. All right, we got the chord progression written out. We got the key signature. I'm staying in 4/4 time. If you want to change that, you could simply click that, and you can go to 2/4 or 3/4. That just changes how many beats are in each measure. Apply. Okay, now I will go to note, and I'm going to click whole note because there are 4 beats in each measure, and we're just going to keep this very simple. So first chord is a tonic chord, and if you look at the guide for chord progressions, you'll notice that the tonic chord bass note is Do. In this case, that is a concert B flat. So I'll put a B flat there. Okay. Then I will go to the next chord, and that is a subdominant chord. In the key of B flat, the subdominant chord bass note is Fa, which in the key of B flat is E flat. So I'll put an E flat there. Okay, then you look at the dominant bass note, that's So. That's an F. I'll put that there, and then we end on tonic. So go back to B flat. Then we got our first 4 measures. So I'm going to leave it at 4 measures for today for me, but you should do a minimum of 8. And remember, again, to follow along on the guide here. This gives you some instructions and suggestions. And when you're done for this week, when you compose this, there are 2 things you should do. You should go to the search bar here, and you should click or type in snipping tool. And when you do that, you push new here, and then you just put a box around the part that you want to save the image of. You'll save it to your desktop is the easiest place to do that. Save it as baseline, save, and you'll upload that screenshot into Google Classroom as the just for us to see and give you feedback on. All right, then before you are finished, make sure you save this. So you go to File here, and this pops up. You want to save it as an XML, and the reason you want to save it as an XML is because then when you go back, I'm actually not going to save mine. You would have gone through the whole saving process, name it, know where it's saved. Then when you go back home and you come back to Compose Smart Music, you would be able to upload, create from template. No, sorry, you'd be able to import the work that you already did. So you would import the XML file, and you'll be able to edit it again. Okay, so that is the video for using Compose. Please remember that we will go over this stuff with you on Google Classroom. So this is just as a reference. You can kind of come back to this video as much as you want, and definitely use this document. It tells you all the information you need to know. All right, thanks.